up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Eric. I'm gonna be adjusting these glasses. I want to wear these glasses because I want to wear them, but my eyes are looking crazy. Don't they look crazy? Okay, anyways. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey, to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami. I started to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami, and then I went on a Peacock. Oh, I'm not about to do it again. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by. Let's get started. Okay. So at the end, they start off where they left off with Alexia and Adriana arguing back and forth. She starts crying, right? She says, don't bring him up. Don't bring him up. Accidents happen. That's why I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. Honestly, Adriana, everybody knows that it was wrong. I don't think that anyone is going to be like, Adriana was justified in that. I believe that Adriana knew exactly what she was doing. She didn't, the way she said it came out wrong. No, you were mad at them. You were mad at them for the way that they were treating you, and you wanted to hurt Alexia. And the way she responded, I'm telling you, lucky that lady didn't come over there and knock that chair down on top of you and whoop your ass. You are lucky. She probably just figures, listen, I got too much to lose. I'm not about to do this. And then Julia with the ice bucket. What are you doing exactly? Or what? Sit down. Sit down like everybody else and voice your saying, hey, this is not right. This is not right. What you're doing, it's not comparable. And she kept making it seem like that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to explain that it was an accident. Something could have happened to me. Something happened to Frankie as a result of an accident. Nothing happened to you because a week later you're up on some heels dancing, even the next night at the little birthday party thing. And Adriana, y'all let me know. I think Adriana knew exactly what she was doing. And Nicole was like, stop comparing trauma. Stop doing that, girl. But this is not okay. You can't say it was traumatic or not, but somebody fell on your foot. And you're comparing it to a person that was in an accident, really needed to be in a wheelchair because their brain wasn't functioning. Your foot isn't connected to your goddamn brain. Your brain actually functions what your foot does, dummy. I would have been like, I tell you, I probably would have threw something at her or jumped on her or something and then you're like standing in it. I was like, Adriana, you knew what you were doing. My bad. Oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. You meant to do it. You didn't think it was going to get the reaction that it did. You fucked up. But even Julia was like, what you said was wrong, and I don't agree with what you said, but I was tired of everybody ganging up on her. Alexia tells Adriana, you're a clown, and everything that's going on in your life is because you are a bad person. Everything. When I tell you she was letting her have it, she was like, I'm done. I'm done with you. She's like, you deserve everything because what you're doing. And then they were like, your foot is not broke. Your foot is not broke. Even Larsa was standing up. She was like, girl, be quiet. Your foot is not broke. You over here acting like you in a wheelchair. All this drama to get attention, and you're getting the attention in the wrong way. Adriana knew exactly what she was doing. I don't think she realized that they were going to be like, you was trying to be funny. You was trying to be funny. Like an accident, like Frankie. No. You're an asshole. That's what she told her. You're an asshole. Then Julia tried to throw ice on Marisol because Marisol was getting in her face, and she was like, you're an asshole. And that's how it should have been. Like, girl, you don't say no stuff like that. You don't say no stuff like that. What Adriana said was wrong, but they were ganging up on her. That's what Julia said. Adriana was like, I live alone. They were like, but you were saying what could happen to you or could have happened to you versus what is actually happening in this person's life. Like, this person had to recover, he's still learning how they're trying to figure out how he can live on his own, right? You live on your own, yes. And so, like, to Adriana's point, I'm by myself. if something is happening to my foot, I can't do the things that I need to do. But your foot is not broken. Your foot is not broken. Your foot is not broken. And what happened to your foot is not comparable to somebody needing to learn, like relearn how to talk and shit. Like, come on. Like you're not that dumb. And that's the part, like it's like, oh, I didn't think. Yes, you knew exactly what you were doing. You were mad at them. You were mad at them and you wanted to say something to her Adriana. To her Alexia. You did. You did. They said, what are we going to do for dinner tomorrow? We're not sitting with them. We're not going to sit with them. And that's where the whole high school shit came into play. But that to me, that don't even have nothing to do with high school. This is real life. Like, okay, yes, high school is real life, but this is real life. And girl, you think somebody wants to sit across from you and break bread with you? Then that's where the realness and the authenticity comes into play with some of these shows. Like in real life, bitch, I'm not about to sit. Yes, we had a dinner plan and a birthday plan, but you said some foul shit to me. And and we on vacation, so I can't leave, but I'm not going to sit at a table with you. I'm not going to sit across from you and break bread like Kenya and Portia. I'm not going to bump baby heads with you. You put your hands on me. You violated me. I'm not doing that. And in this case with Alexia and Adriana, girl, you said something foul. I'm not sitting across from you. I don't give a damn what show we're filming. They can put a camera on this table and a camera on this table. But bitch, it's too early to sit across from you. Too early. Catch me at the reunion, bitch. Because that's a mess. Nicole said, I see both sides. I see both sides. Girl, whatever. Tell her not to come. This was Alexia. Tell her not to come. She was like, I'm not going to tell her not to come because they're celebrating Julia's birthday party, 50th birthday, and they're celebrating Kiki's birthday. And that's when Nicole said that Alexia thinks she's Regina George of the group. But she does. She does. Like I said in that other video, some people, where they peak is the archetype they live for the rest of their lives. Look at Giselle. You can tell that Giselle peaked in college because she the way that she behaves, especially in her girlfriend groups. I don't know how she does off camera, but in this setting right here, she acts like she's in college. These women are the same thing. Where you peaked at, that's typically where you take the rest of your days and the personality that you like take on. It's actually fascinating. I was about to say it's weird, but it is actually fascinating how that happens. But you do think you're Regina George, especially how you hit that corner and you were like, we're the cool girls. We're the cool girls. We're at the table where you want to sit. Alexia is 55 years old. Right. Right. Lea Black. We haven't seen Lea Black in a long time, right? Lea Black was in the first seasons of Real Housewives of Miami. So Lisa's going over to Lea Black's house because she talks about how she was there for her when whatever's going on with Lenny and stuff like that. She's there for her to talk to her, to give her advice and stuff like that. I really like the advice that she gave her. And it's really unfortunate that in her interview, Lisa is like, I know it might sound crazy, but if he came begging and said it was for the kids, like that is so, it's like, it makes me so sad because it's like, is it really for the kids? Like, I don't know. Lisa's coming over. She says she's known her for over 10 years. She leaned on her, and all this other stuff. And Lea sits down with her and she was like, basically, he never treated you as an equal. He had all the money, all the power. You were basically his project and now he's done with you. Just like Adriana said, a new body, new toy, a new body to play with, a new body to stick his dick in every hole she lets him. It's a new body. And when he's done with that, if he's old enough and somebody gives him a little attention and he still can construct his face to look like a young man because he's a plastic surgeon, then look like an old stuffed, swollen, but the skin is smooth. Girl, them old men be looking crazy trying to look young and stuff. It be looking crazy. But if he can find him another toy after this one, then he's gonna do it. And that's probably like, should I say this? That's probably a relationship that you don't bring children into. Because like this next girl who's with Lenny, you'll probably never see this video, but don't have children with him unless you are in it to try to get like child support and you one of those girls like but you can see how these women are turning out when it's time to get child support from the men they have babies with and they fighting and all this other stuff. That's like you have to I feel like that's a relationship that you're just going to have to just wait until it dies out. That is not something that lasts forever. It is not, like with a man like that. And then the way that you saw him do Lisa, there's no way that you think that this man is honorable and is going to treat you honorably. You don't, there's no way that you can think that. So it would be best, unless you will go digging. Trying to, I'm gonna get child support. I'm gonna have a baby to get child support. What did Wendy call Evelyn's baby? A cash register. Unless you're gonna have a cash register, then that would be the case. But the way he's treating, and then like trying to kick Lisa out, and they have a 6 and a 2-year-old, and he's like kicking them out like, I don't give a fuck about y'all. Like he doesn't care. Like there's no emotional attachment because it's just a toy. And Lisa was literally his Barbie doll and was just like, acting stupid for him and stuff like that. That comes with a cost. That comes, and it's costing her. It's costing her. And it's sad because Lea told her, would you want your daughter going through this? But even after that, she was like, now my kids will never know what it's like to have 2 parents in the home. So would you rather stay in that relationship and have your children witness some fucking shit? Like Irene, a subscriber, shout out to Irene. She said that she was feeling guilty about her breakup with her partner and was worried about the kids growing up in a broken home. And her friend told her they are already in a broken home. So when you try to stay for I want my children to grow up like this, you have to be mindful of what you're allowing your children to witness for the sake of having 2 people in the home. When it's causing you stress and you're being terrorized, you don't have to stay and sacrifice for your children and then actually imprint some harmful ways to relate to people onto them. Don't do it. And for the fact that Lisa was like, I don't know if he came back begging and said it was for the kids. I know, like, she knows it sounds ridiculous. And would you want your daughter to witness that? Or would you want your daughter to witness you like being able to get out of the situation and rise up? There's no way that you would want your daughter to witness the way he's tried to kick you out. If you are honest, well, you're being honest because this footage exists. Your daughter and son are going to grow up and see how their father treated you. And if I still love my father, but he treated my mother fucked up. But then when they get a little older, they're going to realize, you know what? That was really wrong. And we were children. And you really was trying to kick us out like that. And you want them to, and you think this is the example that they need to have for a longer time. You're lucky they're only 2 and 6 because they may not remember. I have memories from when I was 3. The 6-year-old is going to definitely remember some stuff. He has imprints on him already. And he's screaming, I'm never going to get married again. I'm never going to get married, never going to get married. That's because he's witnessing married people act like this. And you thinking about if Lenny were to be like, girl, maybe nothing. For the sake of the kids, no. For the sake of the kids, that's why you leave, for the sake of the kids. Alexia and Marisol are over Marisol's house. Alexia is saying that Adriana is jealous. The girls are just jealous of her. She needs more dick. That's what she needs. They're getting their makeup done. They're not at Marisol's house. That's later. They're not at Marisol's house. They're getting their makeup done for the dinner tonight. So they're gonna have two separate tables. Julia's turning 50 at one table, and Kiki, I don't know how old Kiki is turning. They had the cakes messed up. They brought the cakes out all wrong. Adriana, she bought all the decorations for Julia. 50, had the 50 balloons, the 50 balloons, and had the stuff on the table and stuff like that. They had the sparklers, on the top of the cake, and they took it to Kiki's table, and Adriana was like, that was for you. Those sparkler things were for you. That wasn't even for her. They literally sat at two separate tables. We would have had to sit where it's too early for us to sit across from each other. It really is. Adriana admits that it was a wrong choice of words. She's laying in the bed. She has her foot elevated. Girl, I was just like, okay. She says, I regret it. That was not my intention. But her intentions were to get, Alexia to empathize with her about your foot that hurts, that is bruised because the girls fell on it over my son, having to teach him how to walk and shit and talk and shit, and he can't remember shit. Are you fucking crazy? Bitch, you are fucking crazy. And that's what they were saying. Like, something's wrong with her. Like, girl, you cannot. And like I tell you, all that crying that she did in the confessional, I don't believe it. I believe you. And they didn't go to her video release party. I wouldn't have gone either. I don't care if we're filming the show. We can have another scene. Me and Marisol can film a scene of us eating caviar while you go to your video party. You really expected us to be there after you said that foul shit to me? Mm-mm. It's not the time. And that's what I think Nicole said. She said, you can apologize all you want, but the person may not be ready to receive your apology. I've apologized 50 times. Well, I'm not ready to receive your apology. So it's what it is. It's too early. What's her name doesn't think before she speaks. That's what Guerdy was saying. Remember when Alexia told Guerdy she was weird or something like that last season? But they're trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because she's showing remorse, right? She's showing remorse. And Guerdy says, why don't you go over there and, say, be remorseful or whatever. And they're like, no, it's not the right time. Don't do it right now. Don't do it right now. I would never say that. I would never say. You said it. You said it. You said it, and you knew what you was doing. Like Frankie, you knew what you was doing, girl. When everybody sits down at the table, right? So it's Julia, Adriana, Guerdy, and Nicole at the table. They come down. Then here comes Marisol, Regina George, and Kiki and Larsa. And they walk by the table. Hey guys. And they walk to the table. I was like, oh my God, that was awkward. It didn't even make sense, but I understood why they did that. They start taking shots, and that's when, what's her name tells her, can we just go over there and say something? She was like, no, don't say nothing. Nothing. So Adriana was crying about how the girls how they messed up her video shoot. That's why you should have hired people. Like, that's what I said on my other review. Adriana tried to take the cheap route, have, the girls there. They weren't really like focused, and the guy was hollering and screaming, we're losing light, and all this other stuff. Marisol wasn't being cooperative. You should have hired professionals, right? They didn't come she's upset. And then they have this like performance, the people coming down, and Adriana is standing up on her foot, and they were like, look at her standing, because the chair was behind them, their table. They was like, look at her standing. She could stand up. She was standing up, but you just in a wheelchair. She's trying to stand up and dance. I was like, I'm like, Adriana is a mess. Guerdy says she wants to have a melting pot party. She wants all the girls to get together. And I really like those neon. She says we have neon signs with their names, and then they can take them home when they're done. I thought that was really cute. A week later is Adriana's video premiere. Guerdy notices that Adriana has on high heels, and she was like, "Girl, I see you have on high heels, and you had a broken foot, right? So your foot wasn't broken." And she was just showing her foot. The shoes were cute, showing her foot. I was like, "Girl, you a mess." She was like, "Are the girls coming?" And she was like, "No, there was an invite elsewhere." So they're over at Marisol's house. They're having caviar and drinking dark liquor, honey, having a good time. And the caviar guy comes there, and Alexia is trying to caviar is good to me. It is, it gets me right there. Martin used to do that. Yes, it is good. She says, here Larsa and Kiki show up, and they just ignored the invite from her. I'm disappointed in them, she said, because even though I was wrong, they should have come to support her. That's what you think. You can say something like that to somebody, and they already don't like even though y'all, it's almost like, I don't want to say they're frenemies. I just feel like maybe they are frenemies, because I feel like they don't really fuck with Adriana. Like, it's always been like that. But she does the most wild off. Like, I used to like Adriana, but then she just started getting like, just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't want to say vulgar, but like raunchy, like girl, what? Like, what? Like, the stuff that she says, and just off the wall shit that she says, and then she wonder why people don't really want to fuck with her. I don't know. It's like she says, I don't know if she's trying to be shocking. I don't know what she's trying to do. But you just say weird shit, and then like everybody is like, "Oh, she just doesn't think before she speaks." That's an old ass woman. She needs to learn how to think before she speaks. Because it's not acceptable. You're saying things that are hurtful to people, and you're doing it on purpose, and then you turn around and say, "I didn't mean to," and then you expect people to support you after that. No, like, not, it's too soon. It's too soon. Maybe later, the next video, maybe we'll come for the next video, but this one, no, it's too soon. um Lisa arrives. Lisa asks, "What happened in the Bahamas? I heard a little bit about what happened." So they tell her what happened. She was like, "No, you should not have said that. That was fucked up. You should not have said that." And she was like, she does regret it. And we have so much history. We can feel like we can get, but they were like, "We're done." That was like the last straw. All your antics, like last season when they got into the house, remember she was like trying to fuck with Larsa a little bit, and then she ran up to the top room, took her shirt off, got in the tub and all this stuff, looking like a fucking junkie that they were trying to revive after an overdose, looking a mess. And stuff like that, nobody is like entertained by that. And then you want everybody to be cool with you after. It's like, girl, no. Like, she does too much. Adriana does too much. She just does too much. And then she sends a text saying, "My bad." Girl, my bad? And Larsa was like, "You say my bad when you accidentally step on somebody's foot. You don't say my bad when you like use somebody's brain injury to your foot, somebody falling on your foot." Girl, it's a mess. It's a mess. Then Marisol brings up the fact that she was talking to, I guess, an ex of Marisol's, and that she connected with him on a dating app. And they said that on Bumble, and I didn't know this, on Bumble, the women make the first connection with the men. Like, that is the only way that you can connect with somebody. So Marisol was like, Adriana intentionally connected with him on Bumble. So she was like, "Man, fuck her." Like, she was like that. I was just like, okay, whatever. But then when you mentioned Frankie, no, absolutely not. It's done. It's done. So they do the music video. It was low budget. And that's probably what she can afford. It's her own song. Putting out the song is better than the video. The video, I didn't, she said they had to reshoot it and everything like that. They tried their best, but I don't know, that you use another director next time, because I don't know. I was just like, maybe I need to watch the whole thing, because they only showed like, like a few seconds. They can only show a few seconds. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I was like, okay, video. Lisa goes and meets with the mother-in-law. She takes the little kids to like a little facility where they can do arts and crafts and stuff like that, run around and, paint and put things together and stuff like that. So Lenny's mom is meeting her there. She said she's very close to Lenny's mom. She's like a second mother to her because she's not really close to her family. And she's been very supportive. So the mother, she was like, after he threw you out and this and that, she said he called and apologized to her. So now the mother is on her son's side again. And she was literally saying, well, you've had those parties and you've had girls around him, and you would leave, and you would leave him for multiple days, I guess, going on trips and stuff like that with her girlfriends, and basically kind of blaming Lisa now. I was like, when I tell you a motherfucker will switch up, especially for their son, honey, especially for their motherfucking sons, they will switch up on you, bitch. I said, girl. And even she was like, wait, let's get something straight. I am not the cause of this. Like, no, he did that. She literally was like, Lenny didn't like you going out. You always had a lot of girls around him, and you left him alone a lot. Like, she was literally trying to blame her. I was like, girl, she's not on your side anymore. Not on your side, because he done called and apologized after telling his parents he don't ever want to see them again. He called me. That's all it takes. It's apology for her son, honey. I said, Lisa, you better get out of there. You better figure out an escape plan. And that's what everybody's trying to tell Lisa. It's like, yes, the lifestyle. That's what it's the lifestyle. You saying it's for the kids. It's really the lifestyle. You're going to have to change your whole life. And that is the pitfalls of being an adult person and thinking that you can depend on, especially financially depend on, another adult person, and that person like is a male. Like, just the way they're socialized, I would never ever put myself in a position to be financially dependent on a man. And they have really sold y'all this thing and tell y'all have to look this way, and you have to look the way you met him 20 years ago. In order for the marriage to last, you got to keep up the same shit you was doing 20 years ago. And then, like, you really are out here looking, a lot of you are really out here looking for men who you can financially depend on. Do you know how dumb that is? It's dumb. It's dumb. And you're telling other women that they need to go out and find men who can take care of them. They are few and far between. Do you understand me? They are few and far between. So when you going out and searching, you be mindful to like literally say, you better have your own. You better have your own money. If you want the man to take care of you, and you better have your own money. Should not be no allowances. Should not be him being over the money. You not knowing the ins and outs of the business of your relationship. Look at Ashley. Look at Ashley. And for all we know, Ashley is lying, because that big head heifer is a liar. So she could be lying, but look at what she had to do. So, and she's financially dependent on somebody. Like, he literally owns her. Like, that's not the route that you encourage people to take at all. To be dependent on a man. I want a man to take care of me. Girl, what? That's ridiculous. That's why fathers tell their daughters to be self-sufficient, because they know how they've been socialized, and no woman in her right mind would depend on a man to where she couldn't be self-sufficient without one. How many of y'all fathers told y'all to have your own shit? Because they know how these are. They know how they are. They know. How many of them, even if they are encouraging you to get married, they make sure you have your own. Okay. If your father, uncles, somebody, a man has pulled you to the side and told you to make sure you have your own, because they know. They know. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Y'all let me know what you think about the episode. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.